Hi, I'm going to teach you how to use a can opener to open a can. First, open the can opener like this. Then make the gear thing even with the metal. Then squeeze till you hear a click. Then start winding it open.
So, you may be wondering, okay, this boy has learned how to use a can opener, but what does it have to do with language learners? Well, acquiring a language is very much like learning how to use a can opener. We'll talk about that a little bit more. As we start the new series of vlogs discussing about accessing academic rigor, I would like to say that we, the teachers of the globals, must understand the difference between our globals studying language skills and using language as a tool to access academic content. Studying a language means that the language itself is the subject of students' learning, and using the language means the natural acquisition of language functions that are essential for school achievement. Understanding the difference is the first step for supporting our globals to access the academic rigor. Just imagine that you started attending a Japanese school and you are still trying to become familiar with the language. One day, your teacher gives you a very easy Japanese reading text in hope to help you develop your reading skills. She reads the text with you and explains what is written in it.
日本語の本を読みます。お米は元気の源だっていうこれは稲です。学校ですかね。じゃあ今から読みましょう一緒に。クジラのジャングルジムに稲の束が干されていました。そうです、これジャングルジムなんだね。ジャングルジムに稲が干してあります。この春、ゆうすけや稲からお米ができるんだよ。お米ができたら亀寿司のジャングルジムに干したのです。この干したのね、干すっていうことは乾かすってことですね。わあ、見て。ところがジャングル
Then, in the next class, a Japanese science teacher starts a unit on solar system.
はい、どうぞどうぞ入ってください。
はい。
今日はこれから、理科の勉強をしますね。太陽系の勉強をします。太陽系でくださいね。これはね、惑星ですよね。言ってください。惑星？
惑星？
うん。惑星？
惑星？
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 惑星。
惑星。
これ全部これ惑星ですよね。いいですか？でこれは実は太陽なんです。こう外ありますよね。眩しい太陽ありますよね。はい。言ってください。太陽。じゃあこの惑星は
At the beginning of his lesson, he names each planet that revolves around the sun, pointing to them in the picture. He then teaches how to put the planets in order. He describes the planet in terms of its color and size. All of a sudden, Japanese language is no longer the subject of your study, but now you are using it to make sense of the science content. Now the language is a tool to unpack the facts about the solar system. As you're constructing meaning from this lesson, your biological drive to make sense of what you hear kicks in, and you are acquiring academic language functions for identifying, describing, comparing, and sequencing objects in order. You're accessing academic rigor that appropriately matches your cognitive capacity, and not just reading easy, simple Japanese text for comprehension. Some of us often feel uneasy talking about second language learners and academic rigor, possibly out of fear that they are somehow not prepared for rigorous learning because they still lack language to understand. Consequently, we're often tempted to take a remedial approach and choose easy, simple, sometimes below grade level text to water down the rigor, thinking somehow that this would help them. Actually, This remedial approach, watering down academic rigor, just keeps them further away from what they really need to thrive in school. The academic rigor that matches their cognitive capacity that they already possess in their first language. What second language learners really need is meaningful academic content, like the solar system, that offers rich and complex ideas that they're capable of learning if taught in their first language. With it, second language learners now can acquire and use academic language functions for sequencing and describing as they try to make sense of the academic content. Of course, if that Japanese teacher taught the solar system using just reading text, then it is another reading lesson, not much different from the one in the previous period. Lacking comprehensible input, the student would have limited access to the content. But the solar system lesson utilized scaffolding strategies, such as the picture of the planets orbiting around the sun in order. The teacher repeatedly used the names of the planets, adjectives that describe their size, color, temperature, etc. He utilized sentence frames for sequencing the planets in order, possibly with ordinal numbers like first, second, third planet from the sun. Through content sheltering strategies, all these language elements are now at your disposal. You can hypothesize and derive meaning from once unintelligible Japanese words and sentences in the text. So, in summary, how do we support our globals to access the academic rigor? First step is to provide meaningful content like the solar system so the globals can use the language as a tool to make meaning, like using a can opener to open the can and get to eat what is inside the can. Then, the next step is that we make good use of the research-based content sharing strategies such as GLAD and PSYOP to make our content instruction comprehensible beyond the language barriers. After that, we can finally help them develop their reading comprehension and writing skills in their second language, using the content like the solar system, the science, math, and social studies content that are already meaningful for the globals. Thank you for watching my another vlog. Keep reaching and teaching our globals. You're making a world of difference for their lives. Thank you.